Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Geek in the Closet, and today we are going to be looking at this SH Figuarts Hulk figure by Tamashii Nations Bandai. Now the figure comes in this window box packaging over here. As you can see, the figure is clearly displayed right there together with the accessories on the side. There's a beautiful picture of the figure itself in front right here. There's a Hulk logo right there. It says Hulk right here. On the side is a close-up of his face, and on the other side a full-bodied shot right there, and various poses of the figure displayed at the back. Now here is a look at the big green mean machine outside of the box packaging, and my first impressions of him is that I am loving this figure. I do have several gripes about him, which I will address after this. Now in terms of accessories, we can just jump right to it because he does not come with a lot of accessories, I must say. And basically, aside from this default head of his, this grrr looking face of his, he does come with this this open mouth yelling face of his, which is actually a very good looking face. I'm not too sure if you can actually see that blue eyes that Bandai gave him, but it's actually a very good looking Hulk. I have to say that it's not exactly accurate to the movie itself, because this is supposed to depict the movie Hulk, but it does not have any similarities to the movie Hulk, but it's still a good looking Hulk figure. Now of course, aside from these two fisted hands, he does come with this open grabby hands right here. Very nice hands. You can actually see some weathering going on, and of course this vein sculpted on them right here. Now let's have a closer look at the figure himself, starting from his face right here. Now as mentioned before, he does not have a likeness to the movie Hulk right here. In comparison with the Marvel Selects and also the Figma Hulk versions, I'm pretty sure that this face right here is definitely one of its downfalls. But however, it's still a very good looking Hulk, if unless you are very particular about how accurate it is to the movie and whatsoever. Yeah, then it's probably going to be a problem for you over there. So as you can see, the teeth are actually individually sculpted in his mouth right here. Very nice. He does come with the blue eyes, similar to the other head, obviously. His hair is decently sculpted, nothing much going on right there. Not a lot of weathering effects on his hair. It's just practically plain dark grayish. Yeah, it's not even black, it's actually dark grayish right there. Moving downwards on his torso area right here, I'm loving how these muscles are sculpted. I'm loving how the veiny look is sculpted as well on his body, on his arms right there. And what's cool is that basically this is in terms of articulation. If let's say if you were to move his chest up right here, you can actually see 8 packs over there, but unfortunately there's actually a big gap right there. But I'm pretty sure you can actually play around with it to actually cover that up. And then once, if you push it forward, you can actually still see that the packs is maintained right there. I really like the fact that they've actually sculpted that 2 packs right at the top right here, and didn't leave it empty and just flat out right there. You can actually see the Hulk nipples right there too. Weathering effects, very nice. A mixture of yellow. Yeah, I can actually see some yellow on this part right here, and a bit of light green and dark green on his chest area. Looking on his back right there, as you can see, whoa, look at that muscular back. Damn. So similarly, oops, if I were to move him forward, you can actually see this Marvel branding right here. Nope, not gonna have a look at that. And then very nice back of his and his arms as well. Very cool. Whew. These are actually solid. Yeah, these are very I'm actually really loving this matte paint look, and instead of the glossy looking paint right here, I'm actually a sucker for that. Looking downwards towards his pants right here, it's actually similarly I mean, it's actually matte paint as well. This purple right here, and the mixture of this slightly I think it's fuchsia. I don't know what color this is. I think it's fuchsia. And then Can actually see the logo, the Avengers being painted over there. Unfortunately, mine is a little bit scuffed off, but still not a big problem for me. You can actually see that stretch marks on his pants right here. Very nicely done. As you can see, moving downwards, his feet also very nicely painted right there, and no peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Now here's a look at the articulation. So the Hulk is able to turn his head left and right, somewhat a kind of a decent downward movement of his head right here, and he's able to actually bob his head right there because there's actually a ball joint at the top of his neck area right there, and as well as the bottom. Unfortunately, he is not able to actually look up at all due to his how his hair is sculpted right there, so it's hindered right there, and his arms are able to move upward a lot. This is perfect, but unfortunately Bandai actually had to sacrifice this area right here. I'm not too sure whether if this area could actually be covered up or whatsoever, but this is very unfortunate. It's actually a problem for a lot of reviewers as well, and a lot of toy collectors too, because yeah, look at it. You can actually notice even from the front area, you can actually see the two holes in his armpits right there. No bicep swivel whatsoever. He does come with a double jointed elbow right there, very nice. His wrists right here, there's actually a ball joint as well, so he's able to hinge and move sideways, as well as like a rotation, as well as you can see. Very cool in that sense. He has a ball joint right there on his chest area right here. As mentioned before, there's actually a hole right there, so you gotta be, if you're actually into taking pictures, you gotta cover that up properly. He does come with a swivel on his waist area right here. Cool. He is able to do the splits only this much, not much of a forward kick, however. Not much of a backward movement as well, due to how his butt here is sculpted, so it's hindered right there. He does come with a double hinged knee. He does come with a hinge on his ankles right there. He is able to do the ankle pivot, and he does come with toe articulation. Now here's a look at the SH Figuarts Hulk next to the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Ultron. And now here is a look at this SH Figuarts Hulk compared to the Marvel Legends Hulk right there. As you can see, the Marvel Legends one is actually slightly taller, and he does have a much more accurate likeness to Mark Ruffalo's Hulk right there. His color definitely darker, and here is a look at him next to the Marvel Selects Incredible Hulk. Now overall, I find this Hulk figure a great Hulk figure. I love the paint. I love this depiction of the iconic Marvel character, even though the likeness of this particular figure is nowhere close to the movie version of the Hulk, but by itself it is still a great looking Hulk figure. Unfortunately, if you guys are actually very particular when it comes to that kind of in that aspect, this figure may be a little bit disappointing for you, but no problems whatsoever for me. When it comes to articulation, yes, it does give you a lot of posing options. Unfortunately, you may need to cover these parts as mentioned earlier up if you're into toy photography. So that's it for my review, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.